All right, leather, huh? Gotta love it. I mean, who doesn't get a little excited about a good leather laptop bag? And today, we're not just skimming the surface. We're diving deep into this website you guys sent over.
Oh, it's a good one.
It is. But we're not just here to pick a best bag. We're going to unpack what this whole thing says about, well, us, leather lovers, like what makes us tick.
Yeah, it's funny. There's a whole story hidden in plain sight, even before you get to the bags themselves.
What do you mean?
Just the way this webpage is designed. It tells you a lot about who they're trying to reach, their ideal customer.
You're right. It's like they're speaking.
A secret language.
Totally. Like right off the bat, vintage leather backpacks, handmade leather duffel bags.
See, and that is no accident. I mean, studies actually show that kind of language, the vintage, the handmade, it really resonates with people who want something unique, something with a story.
It's like they're selling a feeling, right? Not just a bag.
Totally. They're tapping into that desire for authenticity. And check out the Dagny Weekender, front and center.
Prime real estate. What's the deal with the name, though?
That is strategic naming in action. The Dagny Weekender. It just rolls off the tongue, whereas it's something you'd find in your grandma's attic.
I see it. That treasured heirloom vibe.
Exactly.
And it's not just Dagny. The Asman backpack, the Bjark Weekender. It's very... And what is it with all the Scandinavian names?
Oh, there's a reason for that. Think about it. What comes to mind with Scandinavian design?
Minimalism.
Yes. And functionality.
Yeah.
That connection to nature.
So by using these names, they're kind of making their bags synonymous with that whole...
Lifestyle? Exactly.
Sneaky, but also kind of brilliant. Okay, but they're not just relying on names here. There's a whole section about our story. They're explaining the leathers, like crazy horse leather. It's like they want you to.
See behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Transparency is huge these days, especially with this kind of customer, someone buying high-quality leather goods. They want to know where it's coming from, who made it, the whole process.
It's like they're saying, we've got nothing to hide. Okay, but speaking of crazy horse leather, can we talk about that? Because I'm a little intrigued, but also kind of clueless. What is that exactly?
Crazy horse leather? It's a bit of a misnomer. No horses involved. It's actually a type of full-grain leather, which basically means it's the best you can get, really durable, ages beautifully, gets that, patina over time.
So it's the good stuff.
The good stuff.
What makes it crazy?
It's all in the finishing. They use these special waxes and oils, and that's what gives it that rugged look, makes it super strong. It's the kind of leather that the more you use it, the better it looks.
I see why they're showing it off then. Close-up shots, long descriptions, like, look at the grain on that.
Exactly. They want you to almost feel it through the screen. It's a very tactile thing, leather.
You're not just buying a bag, you're buying an experience.
An investment. It's a piece that's going to tell a story.
Okay, before I run out and buy a whole crazy horse leather couch, let's talk about these other sections too, because I'm seeing our story. We've got how to clean a leather bag, even general FAQs. It's like they've thought of everything.
That's deliberate too. All those details build trust. It's like they're positioning themselves as the experts.
Like, we're invested in your leather journey. Which, speaking of journeys, can we talk about the prices here? Because almost every single bag is on sale. Are we being played?
Could be.
Yeah.
It's always good to be a little skeptical, right?
You're right.
I mean, a sale is great if you actually are getting a deal.
True.
But there's a whole psychology to it,
Oh, for sure. It's like they're whispering in your ear, don't miss out, don't miss out.
Exactly. So are these real discounts or...
Or are they playing us?
It's a good question. I mean, think about it, right? There are a ton of leather goods companies out there. Everyone's competing for your attention.
So a sale is a way to stand out.
Especially online. You're scrolling, and then bam, sale.
Totally grabs your attention. But, I've always wondered about that. Like, are they really marking it down from the original price or...
Or was it always that price?
Yeah.
And they just make it seem like a better deal?
Yes.
Yeah, that's $1 million question. But there's actually research on this. And it turns out just seeing a price slashed can make us way more likely to buy something, even if the final price is still kind of high.
It's like our brains just short circuit a little bit.
Totally. It's that fear of missing out.
So we might be getting played by our own biology. But okay, marketing tactics aside, I will say I do like how they're building trust with all these extra sections, like that our story part.
Oh, for sure. And this one goes deep. Like they're talking about their sourcing, their ethics.
Right. It's like the article I read about how transparency is becoming so important, especially with this kind of stuff. Like, people want to know their leather bag isn't coming from some
shady factory somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not just about how it looks anymore. It's the whole ethics of it. And they know that. That's why they're highlighting the good stuff.
The sustainable, the ethical.
Exactly. And check it out. They even have customer reviews.
Oh, you're right. I almost missed that.
Yeah, a whole section dedicated to testimonials.
And not just like random people saying great bag. These are detailed.
Those photos.
It's like, look, real people use and love these bags.
Because that's what people trust. Right. More than just some fancy ad copy. Seeing other people like you using the product, it builds that sense of community.
It's like you're joining a club. Like, hey, these people get me.
Exactly. They're curating a lifestyle here. Not just selling bags. It's all very strategic.
But smart. Okay, remember how we were talking about crazy horse leather?
Oh, yeah.
They have a whole section about how to take care of it, which honestly makes sense.
It's an investment piece. They want you to keep it for years.
Yeah, and they're showing you how. It's like, we want you to love this bag for a long, long time. Speaking of loving things for a long time, what's this corporate leather gifts about?
Yeah, yes. The corporate gift. Always fascinating one.
Right. Like, what's the deal with giving a leather laptop bag as a gift?
Well, it's not just about being practical. It's about sending a message. Think about it. A high-end leather good, it says something, right? Timeless, durable.
Sophisticated.
Exactly. It's like they're saying, we value you. We value quality. There's a whole other layer to this.
It's amazing. We started with leather bags, and now we're talking psychology, ethics, corporate gifting.
There's a lot going on under the surface. That's the fun of it. Right?
Totally. It's like, who knew you could learn so much from a website?
It's all about how you look at it. We're digging deeper, trying to understand not just the what, but the why.
The motivations behind it all.
Exactly. And it makes you think about your own choices, too.
Yeah.
As consumers.
Oh, for sure. And you know what else I'm thinking about? The photography. Have you noticed the style of photos they're using?
Oh, absolutely. Very deliberate. It's not just about showing you the bag. They're selling a whole vibe.
It's giving Indiana Jones, but make it Scandinavian minimalism.
Laughing.
And I'm not mad at it. I'm kind of into it. It works.
It does. It's like you've got these bags that look like they could go anywhere. You know, they've been around the block a few times.
Durable.
But then they're styled in this super clean, minimalist way.
It's like 1 minute you're picturing yourself on a mountain.
Yeah.
And the next you're in like a really cool coffee shop.
Sipping a cortado.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's aspirational, but also, you know, it feels doable, which I think is smart.
It is. They're threading the needle there.
Totally. Because they're tapping into that desire for like adventure, but also sophistication. These bags aren't just, you know, they're part of your identity almost.
They tell a story.
Exactly. Okay, you've got me rethinking my whole shopping strategy now. Maybe I need to just buy fewer things, but like really good things.
Well, that's the thing, right? People are craving that more and more. Mindful consumption. It's not just a trend, it's a whole shift.
Yeah, like I'm tired of stuff that falls apart after 5 minutes.
Exactly. We want things that last, things that get better with age.
And leather just like embodies that. It's timeless.
Totally. I mean, it's been around forever. Leather is durable. It's versatile.
When you think about it, it's kind of amazing how
it's made.
Well, and that it's still so popular, you know, after all this time. But I guess that's why we're doing this whole deep dive.
Right. To understand why something is the way it is.
And in this case, it's clear. They're doing a lot right.
This website, yeah.
Yeah.
They've thought about everything, even if it's just to, you know, get us to buy more stuff.
Well, but it's more than that, right? It's about connecting with what you value.
100%.
Yeah.
And then finding brands that, you know, align with that. It's like voting with your wallet in a way.
It's so true. Okay, I'm feeling very philosophical about leather bags right now.
That's what we do here.
You're right. We start with the website and we end up with like a whole new outlook on life.
That's the power of observation. Paying attention.
You're right. It's easy to just scroll through life on autopilot.
Totally. But when you stop and think, wait, why am I seeing this? Why is this here? That's when it gets interesting.
And that's what this whole deep dive thing is about, right?
Exactly. Helping you guys become more aware consumers.
More thoughtful about the choices you're making.
Exactly.
Well, on that note, I think we've officially gone full circle. From leather bags to life lessons.
That's a wrap.
Until next time.